Is that on? It's on. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus. Look here. It's early in the morning. It's a warm morning compared to maybe a couple of days ago, but it's hot. You know, I was listening to the news, the social media news today, and I'm listening to the people talk about what's going on. And I know what's going on right now in America. The whole nation knows about it. It's not just cold. Helicopters are not just falling out of the sky. Wildfires are not just raging. Earthquakes are not just raging. Tornadoes are not just raging. Storms are not just raging. Sinkholes are not just raging. All kinds of hell is breaking loose. Straight up hell is breaking loose. White folks out killing black people for running, killing black people because being black, want to kill black people, want to go to war, want to take all the rights back. Now, this is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. You guys don't believe in God. I know you don't. I know you say you do, but I know you don't. Because if you believed in God, God has given you all kind of signs of what's going on. I mean, we've been getting them all our life. We've got brothers and brothers that's being murdered by cops. But then something happened to George Floyd. What happened? They got the nation's and the world's attention. It was for a purpose, to let you see how cruel power is, especially when power is disseminated the way it is in the world. Yes, my friends. And now you got these white people that some people told us years ago were devils. And someone was trying to teach us, no, they're not devils. White people are not devils. They're just like anybody else. And that's true. But there are some that's devils. How do you know that they're devils? They do the same things that devils do. And there are black people that are devils as well. So I'm not going to try to make this a black and white. This is devil and this is what evil and what's good. Now, let me give you an example of what's happening. You know, for the past 40 years, I've been trying to get you to change the system. You know, you held up talking about democracy is so fantastic. And compared to other stuff, it might be fantastic. But it is one of the worst systems of government on the face of the earth. Why do I say that? Because all governments on the earth are the worst. Why? Because there's only one good. And that's the original system. That's the system that God designed for human beings to experience if they wanted to enjoy peace and prosperity and freedom, enjoy life and the fulfillment of their dreams. If they needed their needs and their wants and their desires met. If they wanted to be able to feel like they were flying high. They have to obey the rules of life, which God gave us. Now, I know you don't know what they are, and you don't care. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There was a story that said that there were angels in heaven, for those of you who are still listening. And they said there was something walking around that was so fantastic, so great. I guess they were walking around in heaven saying, I don't like this, I can fix it, and I alone can fix it. Now, I know you probably never got really deep into that, but I want to show you how it works, ladies and gentlemen. America, in all of its failures or whatever it is, it was not this bad. There was a man came along. And I would just say this, based upon what he does or what his reputation is, he was an evil man. He represented evil. He represented that satanic stuff that we've been taught all our life was wrong. When he was talking about white people were devils, that was because they were doing certain actions. And it just so happened that this man was a white man too, claiming that he was rich, claiming that the thing that human beings think is the most powerful stuff on the earth is money, gets them power. That's what he was bragging on. And he used to ride around in a big old raggedy plane, but folks thought it was great because they didn't have one. And he would tell them, I can do anything. And then he'll turn around and tell the world, I can kill folks and they'll let me go by with it. They'll let me get away with it. And everything he did that was totally against what we try to hold as principled in this country, the Republicans said, it's okay. Not all of them. One or two stood against him, maybe three or four at some time. A lot of them stood against him, then they would go back and join him. But they said, we're going to let him go. The people, House of Representatives of the people of the country, say, we are fed up with this demon. That's what they were saying. We're fed up with this demon. And what did the Republicans say? We love him. We love him. I even heard a senator say one time, a senator of one of the House of Representatives, well, he was a senator, I believe, from Missouri, I don't know where he's from. He said, what do you want in the position of power? Somebody who moves things on up or some good, righteous person sitting there doing nothing. So he said he was choosing with the man that moved things on up. Move things on up. What did that mean? Move things on up. More hate, more racism, more bigotry, more put down, more animosity. All of these kinds of things. That's what they were representing, and that's what they're representing today. But I want you to see, ladies and gentlemen, how it works. America was pretty, like I said, was all hanging together. Wasn't this bad. And this man walked out there and said, I can fix America. And what did he do? He came in with that demonic stuff. And white folks went crazy. They fell in love with it. Well, see, that's the same thing that happened in heaven. This same kind of spirit, how long we can fix it. Went up in heaven and told people that he can make things better than God. And they say a third of the heavenly host fell for it. And God kicked them out. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. A third of America's population, a little bit more, has fallen in the hands of the devil. And they happen to be wearing a tag called Republican. And you got a few of them wearing a tag called Democrats who are acting just like Republicans. You see what I'm saying? They got the tag Democrat, but their actions is Republican. So that's why you got a tag of human beings, but they're acting like demons by their action. So what we have in America today is a war between righteous and evil. You have in America a war between doing things that's wonderful for all the people, even though we've never done it before. There's a war going on between having those things done righteous for all the people, or between that demonic stuff, right for my group. My group. And who is my group? Ladies and gentlemen, say it. Who is my group? Woo-wee. Say it again. Who is my group that you're going to change the law to do everything? The people that's so special. They are more special than anybody on the face of the earth. People can be hungry, eating out of garbage cans. People can be homeless and living behind dumpsters. And you got these, my people, that rob the nation. And they're going up in space just to float around for a little while. Then they go up in space and float and come back down and laugh. We went to space and float. Now, I heard somebody say you're going to have to make a decision. They're going to ask you, who are you standing up for? Democracy or insurrection? Are you standing up for democracy, what we know as America, or to make it better? Or are you trying to take us down the rabbit hole? And they will ask you, Senator Manchin, who do you stand with? And what they're really asking you, are you standing for righteous or are you standing for evil? Senator, Christian Senator, what do you stand for? Righteousness or evil? Senator Graham, who do you stand with? Righteousness or evil? You know what they're going to say? They're going to say they're standing where they're standing because they're standing for righteousness. They have been convinced that evil is righteousness. That means, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to do what you have to do. Stand up for what you know. I'm not going to tell you what to stand up for. I just want to let you know, I wanted to point it out that this is not new. This is the same thing that happened in heaven, and this is how I got kicked out of heaven. I got the strangest feeling. If enough of you other people who believe in righteousness stand up, I believe nature will put these demonic people in their place. Not you. Because the demonic people want to pick up guns and kill. Righteous people don't do that. You stand up, and I guarantee you, nature will defend you. I'm not going to say God, because God allows you to change your mind. But nature will defend you. When that storm comes through, you didn't even know it was coming. You thought it was going to hit a little block. It hit 200 miles. You better watch out. You ain't that smart. Until next time, Eddie Marcus say, good morning.